Welcome to this week's Akashic Portal. We're looking at March 15th through the 21st, 2021. We have the equinox happening on the 20th, and this is a big week because we've just passed through the portal of the new Pisces moon. So lots of energy swirling, lots of opportunity opening up. I'm Jen Shen, jendushen.com. And I have already asked the illuminating journey cards that I created with the help of the Akashic Records what we need to know for this week. First card is this one, Soul Portal 27. This has showed up a few times recently. This is a card that represents to me the idea of an arrival, coming into a new place, stranger in a strange land, bringing together this idea, the gifts that you have. So what I'm reading right now is that this is an opportunity of that arrival, of coming in. Here you are, you've landed. These are your gifts. These are the things you're bringing with you, the knowledge, the awareness, the wisdom, whatever you have been learning up till now, and bringing into a kernel of expression is ready to be expressed. It's ready now to take the experience, to step into the magical exploration. Here it is. Here's the magical castle. Here's the incredible rose window of the shot. Here's this amazing land to explore, these pools. There's just all of this here in the distance capturing my attention. I think it's some kind of castle in the distance. There's the promise of what is available when you come into an experience as a wanderer with the A and the O. You're wandering and you are a wanderer. You are full of wonder. What is available? What can I find that connects with me? How can I connect with what's out there? So it truly is this exchange that is magical. The 25, which is a 7, is about bringing your wisdom into the world. Like, here I am, I'm bringing this forth, I'm offering this, and I am engaging. So it's not like, holding a bowl out, hoping for people to connect to you, but it truly is going out into the world in that sense of willingness to see what is possible. What can you create with what is out there? So it is a shift in perception from people don't want me, no one understands me, I'm a stranger in a strange land, and therefore I am out of the norm. And instead, I am here bringing my contribution, my gift. I am sharing my wisdom, and I'm doing it from a place of service. So it's very focused energy, brought forth from the heart of who you are, the experience of who you are. The card 2, this is another card that has been showing up a lot. So there's a lot of blues here, a lot of the throat energy, the speaking, breathing, knowing. And here's the 20. So this idea of being able to cross through different spaces, different energies, different waters, from the cold and frozen to the fresh air to the liquid water that dolphins move into. And perhaps this is you in this case, in a bubble, protected, being able to truly express, this is who I am, this is how I be. And again, the sense of awareness, like looking around, what is available to me that I did not see, that I did not know about, and how can I contribute, and how can I step up and truly receive my crown, this idea of being crowned, of being recognized, of being of service and invited into the pool. And this beautiful being of the light, the angel, the being of light, there's just a glow around this card. There's a sense of softness and a sense of certainty. Often we think about that softness as being something that's a weakness, that I don't want to look weak. And yet in that softness, in that vulnerability, we are given incredible gifts. We're given the ability to tap into the gold, the treasure, the light, to become more in tune of, oh, my gifts are accepted. I am being welcomed into this space. So really recognizing that both of these are about a sense of welcome, of recognizing I'm here and I am going to behave and live in a way that recognizes that I am welcome and that my gifts are welcome. This seems to be a really important part right now. And the third and final card. So this deck contains not only the soul portals, but also tools and numbers or levels. And so here's one of the tools. And this is the tool of flight or wings. What I find interesting is both of these cards speak of, or all three of them actually speak of travel. There's this idea of movement, right? You go from this arriving in a spaceship into a new place, this arriving in a space, maybe traveling in the bubble and arriving into a new awareness, like, oh, there's snow and there's dolphins, like, wow. And then having this third card, which is that winged. What I found also interesting is there's a little bit of, that's a bad word. There's a little bit of gold here, just there. This sense of kind of like a flame. I think that's a fire. It is a fire. Like this fire, this light burning that then is repeated here in these crowns. And there's light here, there's this glow. And then we hit this yellow, this idea of the third chakra, the place of our empowerment, where we are knowing, or the meeting of our action or our will to our understanding or what we're receiving. And here is where we take flight. And when we think about flight, like that certainly could relate to this angelic or figure here, or to the dolphins in flight, this arriving in a vessel of flight, also taking flight with your own wings, understanding that you're being lifted and raised, and through your own actions, you're raising others and raising yourself and changing how you look at movement and change. What is change? But this idea of being in motion, being in flight, of looking maybe at the bigger picture, also being aware of how mobile you really are, letting your thoughts be mobile. When you're in a situation where you're thinking about, oh no, I don't like this, or I'm stuck, what could you be thinking about that would give you some different thought and different action, so that you can raise yourself up and do things differently by going, oh, this is the situation. I can be angry, upset, stuck, or I can go, okay, well, let me try a different tack. Let me fly above what is, so I can have a different experience. So this week, very powerful to see the sense of movement. It's like the Akashic records are saying it is time to move forward. Like we have been in this space of frozenness, of developing and germinating the seed that we're going to plant. And here we are at the equinox, time to plant those seeds, time to begin to germinate what has been frozen within us and held, and take that flight. And all of these cards speaking about the movement, the change. We should do it in this direction, right? Doing this backwards is interesting, but here we go. I think I figured it out. So we're going from here, from this arrival or the sense of landing in place to the sense of wonderment of what's possible, everything's shifting. And now I am being offered this opportunity to do things differently, take flight, live my life knowing that I can always shift things, like I am not stuck. That's it for me. And I'd love to hear what comes up for you, what's happening for you, remembering that this week, this time is a magical time of opportunity. We are truly shaping the way forward. And I'm Jen Dushen of jendushen.com. These cards, the Illuminating Journey cards, are available if you're interested on my website. I also have a class coming up at the end of April, the last weekend in April. If you're interested in learning more, I will have the links coming up. But in the meantime, have an amazing week.